And now, live from the studios of Freedom's Phoenix, Ernest Hancock.
Welcome back to Declare Your Independence. From me, Ernest Hancock here in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm upset at, uncovering the secrets, exposing the lies. You know what a lie oftentimes is? Just a lie by omission. They just, blah, 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 blah. And, they never really tell you what the real issues are. Well, here we have Donald Trump making his announcement. He's going to be, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about doing the blue ribbon panel to create a commission to have a meeting about doing a town hall to discuss him running for president in 2012. And he's going to do it as a Republican. So can you imagine the stage? I mean, a lot of this certainly had to do with Dr. Ron Paul's the uprising around libertarian principles in the '08 election cycle. And I'm wondering how this is, they're always, I saw on Fox, they had Rudy Giuliani, they bring up, the Egyptian, how many times can he say Islamofascism? I mean, he must get paid every time he says that. So I'm going, this whole thing is going to be couched in how they want to present whatever the problems are and, of course, the solutions that they want to provide. And it's never just get the hell out of the way. Government, just go away. Just, enforce, laws against force and fraud, and we're done. We're done. That's it. And the longer that they avoid that very definition of what government, a free people's government, should be doing, all they do is just, add more fuel to my fire. Well, think about it. 2012, who are you going to have up on the stage? Gary Johnson, screaming I'm kind of sort of almost leaning libertarian, former governor of New Mexico. Dr. Ron Paul may be in this thing, but I think, he's looking for an excuse not to do it. I think we'll see what happens there. He may run for Senate in Texas. They may throw him that bone, and he'll believe that they'll not oppose him there. So we'll see what happens. Then you have Newt Gingrich, gag me with a forklift, Sarah Palin, Trump, and whoever else, Romney. That's going to be a motley crew. And which one is not being an interventionist? Who is that? Well, Trump's already saying oh yeah, you lower the price, OPEC, or you're going to pay a higher price. Aircraft carriers, Super Hornets. Yeah, we're going to have our F-18 Super Hornets going to come kick your butt. Seriously? And then, chest out on China? Just get the government out of the way of the people here in America, and we will outproduce any and everybody. We pretty much have a decent infrastructure. It may be indebted, but we got it. Okay, we got highway system, rail, airports, phone system, internet. We're doing okay. If we just get out of the way, we take care of business. Get out of the way. But it's not about that. It's about who gets the money. I remember Hans Hermann Hoppe. He's an economics professor at Las Vegas University, and he's one of the speakers at one of our Freedom Summits. And he made the argument that we'd be better off with a monarchy. He goes, yeah. He goes, look at throughout history. Decent monarchy. At least when you need to take out a bad guy, you know who you got to take out. It's one guy. It's like Mubarak in Egypt. You want to be a dictator? Well, guess what? You get all the focus of the attention of the peoples. They say, you the guy we got to get rid of. Excuse me, I'm still recovering. So I'm going, okay. And the other argument he made was that if you are a monarch, you view your kingdom as your kingdom, your property. Well, you're much less likely to just, waste your property. Much less likely to just, and if you're going to go fight a war, it's kind of a merchant war. You're looking to, make a profit. You're looking to come out at the other end better off than when you went in. At least that's the idea. Of course, oftentimes it doesn't work that way. But, in battles of wars of conquest, you're looking to come out ahead. You get more people and more taxpayers and more goodies and more looted gold and such. I mean, you're at least going to come out ahead. Well, here in America, it's not even about that. You go fight these wars, American taxpayers poor. You know, our economy is destroyed. It's not about making money. It's where the money goes. It just gets funneled through certain people. KBR, Halliburton, Bechtel, you know, whatever. The military-industrial complex. They make plenty of money. Is there a net benefit to the taxpayers or America? No. No. Never has been. To the point that we are on the brink. When the dollar goes, what happens in the United States? Well, then we become just a wing of some worldo. Well, that's what's happening. And 2012 is just going to be, you know, the Munchkins up there, ouch quit it. Will Dr. Paul be involved? You know, I hope he goes on another 2012 speaking tour de la Ron Paul. You know, that's cool. You know, I'm not going to be voting. I don't care. You know, I don't trust the system anyway. But at least somebody's up there articulating what the real problem is. It's government intervention in everything, everywhere. Stop. So what's Trump saying? We're going to put our chest out and go after, you know, OPEC and China? Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to take them on? You know, we have here on Freedom's Phoenix, I haven't even looked at it yet. I'm just going to take a look at the headline here. WikiLeaks, okay, one of the other leaked cables here. U.S. and China in military standoff over space missiles. The United States threatened to take military action against China during a secret Star Wars arms race within the past few years, according to leaked documents obtained by the Daily Telegraph. The two nuclear superpowers both shot down their own satellites using sophisticated missiles in separate shows of strength, the file suggests. The American government was so incensed by Chinese actions in space that it privately warned Beijing it would face military action if it did not desist. The Chinese carried out further tests as recently as last year. Yeah, kiss our butt. However, leading to further protests from Hillary Clinton, the U.S. Secretary of State. Secret documents show. What was going on? Chinese didn't take out one of our satellites. They took out one of their own. And they said, bing, we can take them out whenever we want, boy. Get it? Get it? Get it? We want to be having these kinds of, you know, whizzing contests here. You know, this is what we're going to do. And Trump is going to do what? He's going to play the New York guy, replace Giuliani in this thing? Seriously? Was he going to get some kind of deal for as many times as he can say Islamofascist or whatever the new term is going to be, going after China and OPEC? It's a game that they play. It's a psyop. Oh, well, let's see what else he has to say in a couple minutes in this segment.
Now, they didn't know that I may be thinking about running for president, but they said just recently, we cannot believe how stupid your politicians are to allow us to get away with what we're getting away. Now, they thought they were talking to me as a business guy, and they're all laughing and smiling. We are a laughingstock throughout the world.
Billionaire investor George Soros says that the modest U.S. economic recovery is temporary. Do you believe that the worst is behind us?
If by the question you mean he thinks it's going to get worse, I would say that he possibly is right. If oil prices are allowed to inflate and keep inflating, if the dollar keeps going down in value, which is not good because you're going to pay $25 for a loaf of bread pretty soon. If you look at what's happening with our food prices, they're going through the roof. I mean, we could end up being another Egypt. You know, you could have riots in our streets also. So if he thinks things are going to get worse by the way he phrased that, or by the way you phrased it, I think there's a very distinct possibility that things will get worse, yes.
All right. Are you predicting inflation at this point? Is inflation a real threat in your view?
I think the biggest threat is the fact that our jobs are being stolen.
I think the biggest threat is the dollar's going down. Yeah, there's going to be inflation. We'll see what he has to say when we come back. You know, it's just all prelude to 2012. Blah, blah, blah. BS, BS, BS. I'm just so sick of it. But you know what we're doing? We're wallet voting. Walletvoting.com. Go there and find out how you can just trade in silver. There's a lot of people doing it. We'll be right back.